What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cinema Asylum podcast. This is the end of Sci-Fi September. We are reviewing Alien Earth, the first TV show in the Alien/Predator franchise. I am Matthew Walker, one of the superhero and sci-fi experts.
I'm Dyllan, the better-looking superhero and sci-fi expert.
Says the one hiding behind a mask.
Well, yeah, I can't upstage you.
Fair.
I'm doing you a service by making you look better.
Yeah. Nosferatu.
Calm down, Skarsgård.
As we talk about this, there will be spoilers, so keep that in mind. So, here we go. Okay, so this is set, I believe it's 2 years before the original movie. If I remember right. This is interesting. If you know the Alien franchise, you know Weyland-Yutani is a big part of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Weyland-Yutani's not, even though it's a company, Weyland-Yutani, the whole premise of the show is a company for this one. Weyland-Yutani's not in it a lot.
No.
It is Prodigy.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that they still hadn't had their hands on the xenomorph.
Yeah,
but...
we learned that Earth is essentially controlled by 5 different companies. And it's split up between the 5 companies. I don't remember the other companies' names besides Prodigy and Weyland-Yutani.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry for this because I don't like making fun of people. But the dude who runs Prodigy looks like Dollar Tree Timothy Chalamet.
You're right. I mean, that's shots fired. No, that you're right. Absolutely, I totally see it. Yeah, that was kind of my initial thought too.
Yeah, it's Boy Cavalier. He's a boy genius. Hence the name Prodigy. He is. Well, before I explain what happened, who knew that Peter Pan would be such an integral part of the Alien series? He's taking the brains of terminally ill children and putting them in synthetic bodies.
Yeah.
Which he calls the Lost Boys.
Yeah, the hybrids.
Yeah. Led by, of course, Wendy.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
It was.
It's not at all what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
I really don't know. I just thought it was going to be I knew it was. I believe I said this even before the episode. I believe I said it on air on one of the episodes. It might have been during the Romulus review, which you weren't here for.
Still a great movie.
Huh?
Still a great movie.
Because it wasn't during Prey because we weren't doing a podcast when Prey started.
Right.
So it must have been the Romulus review. I said I thought it would be contained to an island. Or a small area. It would be a contained area.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because the rest of the world, if it was a widespread thing, the whole world would have known about the alien. And why would everybody on the Weyland-Yutani ship be all confused when they met it in the first movie?
Right.
So it had to be a contained issue that only the company knew about. Which it turns out 2 companies knew, but still.
Yeah.
So I was on the right track. That'll be a self-contained issue on an island or something. Or a quarantine zone. It would be quarantined. But I initially thought it was going to be soldiers hunting it down. The xenomorph actually wasn't in it quite up. It was probably on par with the first movie, where it was a half or maybe a third of the overall show.
Yeah, because it was neutralized in episode 3. Neutralized.
Used much until episode 7.
Yeah, we got a little bit of the xenomorph starting with 6 roughly. Yeah, so there were a good 3 episodes there where there wasn't a whole lot going on with it.
But we got introduced to some other creatures. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
We're gonna say the Metal Eater.
Metal Eater. Yeah, okay.
And then Eye Squid, we'll say.
Okay.
Eye Squid is creepy.
The octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that made me wig out a bit.
When he's in the sheep, when he crawls in and
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They really made that eye stand out big time. I will say the effect of all the pupils coming together was super cool.
It was.
Especially when it will like zoom in and you could see it like squiggle around a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to get a better perspective. That was cool.
I've heard some people say Romulus wasn't gory enough.
Okay.
Overall perspective, I say this is the goriest of the Alien projects. Obviously, the Predator stuff is gorier, especially Predator 1 through 3. But like, I feel like of the Alien projects, this is the goriest.
You know what? Yeah, I would agree.
Especially in that first few episodes.
Oh, dude.
Like, there was like intestines and
Yeah,
everything.
2 and 3 were insane.
Yeah.
Like the party scene. Oh.
Yeah. Like, that was brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, Predator is more graphic with the skinnings and
Yeah,
spine
flaying
rippings.
people, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you like your gore, this is gonna be your prime Alien project.
Yeah, I really like the gore here.
Yeah.
I really like the violence. Because
I'm not really a gore fan. Like, that's not my purpose for entertainment.
yeah,
But,
right.
like, it worked really well here.
Yeah, I think that they nailed it. It was a good balance, I feel.
Yeah.
I will say I wish that the xenomorph were in a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
But this was, I don't know. I feel like if it would have been in it a little bit more, it would have been a little cheap.
Yeah, I feel like the plot was slow moving, but it was intriguing.
Yes, there was
It was
definitely
moving
enough
too
to keep
slow.
you there.
Yeah, it was definitely moving a little bit too slow, but like, it was still very intriguing.
Oh yeah, no, there was a lot. There was a little bit of a slump halfway
Yeah.
through, but like it started picking up big time once Wendy was. Well, I mean,
Controlling the xenomorph.
when Wendy was controlling the xenomorph, yeah, and when crap, what was his name? Slightly,
Yeah.
yeah, Farouche, when he was on his mission,
Yeah.
those were
For Arthur, I think his name was, the cyborg.
his name wasn't Arthur, because Arthur was a scientist that was helping out the kids.
Oh, okay. I felt bad for him.
Me too.
He
As
got
soon
done
as
wrong.
yeah, when Farouche was like standing outside the lab and it was zooming on him, and I was like, no. I mean, I was wondering who it was gonna be,
It had to
but
have been him, though.
yeah, it made the most sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt awful about that.
Yeah. A lot of the show dealt with It was kind of a theme through Alien and some of the other 80s movies,
Mm.
like Blade Runner. A lot of it dealt with corporate corruption.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I feel like a lot of like sci-fi in the 80s covered that.
yeah, which we kind of needed today.
Yeah.
But no, I like it.
Morrow was the guy's name.
Morrow, yeah. Right, because I kept making Mr. Tom Morrow jokes like the entire time I was watching it.
I really like Nibs,
Yeah, I liked her too.
especially when she went berserk and started like ripping people apart.
Dude, when she ripped that guard's chin off, I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, this is awesome. I was like, wait, why couldn't it like every. You might have to turn me now. Hold on. I was like, why couldn't every Alien project be like this? This is so cool.
Yeah.
No, I will say having Nemec Hermit, he or Joe, he was cool. There were a
Joe.
couple times where his accent came out,
Yeah.
especially like when he was like pronouncing Marcy.
Yeah. That's like a Reacher season 3.
I still haven't seen Reacher season 3.
The love interest.
Okay.
Like, she's trying to do a Boston accent, and I believe she's English, and it's like clearly like not working for her.
Well, I mean, the guy that plays Joe, I think that he did a solid job.
Yeah.
It's just there were a couple times where I was like, that pronunciation. It's kind of like when you can tell that it's a Canadian.
Yeah.
By the way that they say
Those darn Canadians.
sorry. Yeah.
Of course, when they say sorry is when you know
Yeah,
it's Canadian.
sorry.
Yeah. Or A.
Yeah. We love you, Canada. I very much want to come visit you and stay there.
One of my coworkers was from Canada, so I roast Canadians all the time.
No, I liked I felt bad for Isaac
Yeah.
after what happened to him. Figured it was going to happen to somebody,
Yeah.
you know.
That sheep was smart.
That fucking sheep, dude. Dude, not kind of semi spoiler for the very ending. We kind of already brought up what happened with Arthur.
Yeah.
I was surprised that the eye went immediately to Arthur
Yeah.
and didn't like try to make its way through the facility to
Right.
find Peter Pan.
Well, I think it's symbiotic, so I think it needs a host to survive.
Well, yeah, okay, no, because they would have had it in a subject
True.
on the original transport.
Okay, true.
And considering the fact that it survived for what 17 days roughly in containment.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so I think that it can go a little bit without having
Yeah.
a host.
Because I definitely think it is symbiotic in general.
Oh no, it definitely dies without a host.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, or I'm not saying that it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it immediately needed to find a host.
You think you have to worry about wolves all the time, but it's really the sheep you have to worry about. That was like a brutal, like not brutal, but like that was kind of a really creepy scene.
Yeah, right, dude.
The sheep just watching and then just shutting the door, and it's like
When it was like standing up like a human,
yeah,
I was like, that's wild,
the sheep
dude.
was scarier than the
Yeah, it was. It was. Dude, I was more terrified of that and the leeches than anything.
This show brings out the horror in Alien really well.
It did. It did.
Because a lot of Alien projects have leaned, because the original was sci-fi horror, and a lot of the later projects lean more just exclusively to sci-fi.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And like the last like 10, 15 years is when it's really got back into horror.
Yeah, which is great. I think that
Like
that's where it needs to go.
Covenant, and Romulus.
Yeah, that's definitely where it needs to go. Predator needs to
Get
hit
back
that.
to horror.
Yeah, get back. At
Prey-
least
Prey
with
did.
the tinges of horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prey nailed it. I feel like.
Predators was kind of horror
Well, like
in the
Predator,
human element, like Walton Goggins and Topher Grace.
Well, okay. Here's the thing about Predator. I don't view Predator as a sci-fi horror franchise because
It's a sci-fi action franchise with horror elements.
yes. So I don't think that the horror element needs to be increased. Now, it wasn't there enough with Predator or the Predator.
Yeah. That was more of a
for
comedy.
fucking sure. Yes, absolutely, it was more of a comedy. I think that they got away from it a little bit with the second Predator movie. Predators was definitely back to form.
Yeah.
And I think that Badlands will also be back to form a bit.
Because it doesn't need to be horror, but you need to be uncomfortable at least.
Yes.
You don't need to be scared. You need to be uncomfortable.
You have to be paranoid.
Yeah.
You have to think this thing might be in the room, like
because it can camouflage, so you don't know where it's at.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about other movies or compare it and be like, oh well, they need to do it like this, but like Leigh Whannell, Whannell,
yeah. I think.
Whannell's Invisible Man 2020.
Yeah.
They did amazing when it came to playing with the negative space.
Yes.
In a scene, or the empty space in a scene,
I
and
need to
making you
rewatch
paranoid about it.
I've only seen it once.
Yeah, same. It freaked me out really bad when I watched it, just because of how well executed that stuff was.
Maybe that's why I had the anxiety attack that night.
Yeah, dude, I don't normally freak out watching movies, but I was like stone cold sober when I watched it, and I still freaked the fuck out.
Robbie and Anna were here, and I had an anxiety attack that night. I didn't know if it was. I didn't think it was the movie. Maybe it was if you were freaking out.
Yeah, dude, the attic scene especially is horrible.
I don't remember much of it because I was freaking out.
Dude, I'd even seen I had even seen that attic scene on like TikTok before I watched the movie.
Yeah.
And it still fucking got me really bad because she's like she's crawling through the crawl space of her attic to get to her phone that's locked in a Ziploc bag that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
Because the Invisible Man has been living up there like the entire time. But it's playing with like the empty space in the attic really bad, and then she starts making her way back to the entrance.
Yeah.
And then she actually knocks over the can of paint. And he's immediately there.
Yeah.
It's like, like it's, dude, it's fucking terrifying. That movie was so well done, but like, the way that
Way
they
better
do
than
the
Wolfman.
Yuja, or Yoha, I forget how they're, how it's pronounced. I've only read it,
Yeah.
but the Predators.
Yeah.
The way that they do the Predators, I think that they need to pull away from what Winnell did in
Yeah.
Invisible Man.
Where
Because-
it could be anywhere.
Yeah, it could be fucking anywhere. Like, we need to stop with the outlines so much.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the things that that the first Predator did well. Was there were times where you thought that the Predator was there, and you knew the Predator was there, but they didn't provide the outline.
Right.
And I feel like that adds to the horror aspect of it.
Yes.
No, I like the horror balance that we got with Alien Earth. It
Yes.
It definitely feels more true to form.
Yes.
It
Because
was
the original was 100% a horror movie.
yeah, oh, absolutely, yes.
People argue that it's not. Well, it's sci-fi horror, so it's not real horror.
dude, it's
It
horror
is a horror
sci-fi.
movie.
It's horror sci-fi in that order of genre. No, like just because it was super sci-fi does not mean that it was any less horror.
It scared the crap out of people when it came out.
Yeah, dude, the
People were
ambiance there.
mortified.
Dude, I was fucking terrified 40 years later.
Yeah.
Like
The
I even
chest
read the
burster
fucking
scene?
synopsis of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, like
The chest burster scene had, like, it was getting the effect in a different way than Terrifier's getting now.
yes.
People in Terrifier are just throwing up because they're grossed out. People in Alien were fainting because they were so scared.
Yeah. I don't know.
The visuals are great.
They are. There were only a couple points where I was like, I'm not a fan of the CGI here.
Yeah.
And it was almost exclusively with the xenomorph.
Yes.
They're like, okay. This is one of the points that I really wanted to make on the episode was, again, not to talk about another franchise, but I want to talk about another franchise in relation to this because it'll help illustrate my point.
Yeah.
So obviously there are two different versions of Godzilla right now.
Yes.
There's what Japan is producing. There's what America's producing. I'm not talking about what America's producing. That's a completely different beast, literally.
Yeah.
The way that Japan animates Godzilla today is they still animate it like there's a dude in the suit.
Yeah.
Even though there's not. It's CGI. I'm sure there's motion capture. But even with the motion capture, if there is any, even with that, they're still animating it in post like there's a person inside the suit.
Yes.
There's not, obviously, but...
Right.
And I think that that's something that was missing here with Alien Earth.
Yeah. Because it used to be a dude in a suit.
Yeah, the xenomorph... And, like, still is. Because, I mean, those were fucking pretty practical xenomorphs at times.
Yeah.
It was really just during the action scenes where
Right.
it felt like... It didn't feel like a dude in a suit. And I don't want to feel it... Do not get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I want it to feel fake, like there's a dude in a suit doing it.
Right.
I think it's good to make it feel like it's an actual alien.
Right.
And I definitely think that there's a fluidity there.
Yeah.
Where it definitely touched on the idea that it was an actual alien and helped it become more of a creature thing.
Yeah.
But he's still... the xenomorphs still didn't feel... Like, it felt different from every other xenomorph that we had in terms of how it moved during those scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that disconnect there.
Yeah.
We've seen how the xenomorph moves. And I feel like it wouldn't be too hard to apply that to when it's scuttling around the walls or shit like that. Because we've already seen that. Like the fucking movie. You're not Resurrection being a great example.
Yeah.
When they're fleeing the containment. When
Yeah.
they're climbing up the walls and stuff like that. Like, it's fucking terrifying. Aliens. Just going back to Aliens.
Yeah.
When they're clawing through the tunnels and stuff like
The
that.
chase scene we got,
Mm-hmm.
like, that reminded me of Alien 3, but so much better.
Yeah, agreed.
Where it shows, like, from the alien's point of view as it's, like, chasing.
Yeah.
Because Alien 3, I liked the movie, but it was not done well.
Agreed.
That part is very questionable. But it was amazing in this when the alien's, like, chasing.
Yeah, no, I do not. I can't overstate the alien scenes here were fucking awesome.
Yes.
Like, they were truly awesome. They're some of my favorite scenes that we've gotten. At least the kill scenes.
And we got some of the worst characters in the franchise, like characters that you hate.
Yeah. Dude, when what's her name? The other scientist, Arthur's wife.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
Sylvia?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Uh dude, her betrayal.
I know.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, especially since the fact that she wasn't fucking being honest with him.
Yeah.
Like, this is
The cast is mostly all like lesser known actors.
yeah, which
with one exception,
yeah, Timothy Oliphant.
who's unrecognizable.
Yeah, right, dude. It took a lot of getting used to it.
Yeah. Spiky white hair.
Yeah, like lack of eyebrows.
Yeah.
And,
But he was an android.
yeah. I I gotta say, he was the right choice for it.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, I'm somebody that is of the opinion. I don't like the fact that Ryan Gosling got cast in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't like Ryan Gosling or the fact that I don't want to see Ryan Gosling do something cool with Star Wars. It's the fact that if I see a well-known person in this far-off universe,
It takes away from the validity.
it takes away from the validity. Yeah, like
That's why I like superheroes getting unknown actors.
Yeah,
Like David Corenswet playing Superman, or the Arrowverse with never seen Grant Gustin or Stephen Amell before.
yeah,
Because it really, with me liking superheroes, it really puts in that mindset that this is them.
mm. Yeah, because you don't have like all these other projects to attach to
Right.
this one person where it's like, oh, they're doing it for the
Like
paycheck.
Will Smith being Deadshot.
Yeah,
Which I liked him as Deadshot, but
yeah, I think it was good. I was fine with
I'm
it.
also I love Will Smith.
Mm.
So it's like, I've got all these other things in my mind: Independence Day, Men in Black,
Right.
I Am Legend, whatever.
Yeah, it's this person's playing a role. It's not I'm watching this character.
Yes.
Yeah, I get what you're going for. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
So him looking unrecognizable is great.
Yeah, no, it definitely worked really well. It didn't really take me out of it.
No.
Even with all the stuff that I've seen him in, like one of the things that kept coming to mind was his role as Space Daddy from Mandalorian.
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah, starts with a D. I can't remember. I feel bad. I should be remembering his name.
It's
But
funny that you brought that up because I was actually about to mention that. Timothy Oliphant went from Star Wars to Alien. Sigourney Weaver went from Alien to Star Wars.
yeah.
Same show too.
Dude, I think it's wild. I truly do. I just I don't know. I don't like unknown or I don't like known people popping up in these. I don't know. It is different from like a non IP project, you know.
Yeah.
When you throw these known people into IP, it really does help shatter the illusion of it. Like I'll defend Mandalorian season 3. Fuck, dude, I'll defend the Lizzo and Jack Black episode.
Yeah.
But at the same time, defending that Lizzo and Jack Black episode, I agree with the people that are like, well, they look so fucking out of place. It's like, yeah, they do. The only person, in my opinion, that wasn't out of place, that was a celebrity cameo in that episode, was Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
He was the only person that didn't take me out of it. Jack Black absolutely took me out of it.
And I feel like some of them, I feel like sometimes they are known for other things, but they do such a good job you don't remember them from anything else by the time they're done.
Yeah,
Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like they embody that character so well, you almost forget they do other characters besides Iron Man and Deadpool.
Yeah, it's not even top build actors. It's not even like A-listers.
Right.
I think okay. One of my favorite people to appear in projects, Randall Park aside, because he's number one, is Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
It's
bird blindness.
dude. I love seeing Tim Meadows pop up places, even in like popular IP, because like he's always great wherever the fuck he is.
That duck. I think he said it was a duck, right?
Yeah. It could be a duck. I don't know. What
Duck,
kind of
it's
bird
an
is
effing
it?
eagle.
You seriously can't tell the difference? Oh, wow. With the ableism? Really? Dude. Dude, I love Tim Meadows anytime that he appears in anything.
I don't think I've seen him in anything before.
He was also in Mandalorian no, he was in no, I'm pretty sure he is in Mandalorian season 3, but he was also in Ahsoka. He played a New Republic officer.
Okay.
But he was also in Grown Ups. He was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He played the cannibal.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. There's other stuff that that isn't coming to mind right now, but
I thought he was in Community for some reason.
If he was in Community, it was a pretty brief appearance, or like one episode. It was definitely not anything recurring.
Yeah, for some reason I'm thinking he was in Community. That's where I recognized him from.
He could be. He appeared in a lot of comedies. So
He's hilarious.
Yeah, no, I love him whenever he turns up. No, like I said, he's one of my favorite people to spot in a project.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like somebody like Tim Meadows blends in better.
Yes.
See, like if we were to put Brad Pitt in a Predator movie that wasn't something like Predators, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it would definitely be awkward. It's like I don't want to. First of all, I don't want to see his face on screen. But secondly,
You want Kevin Spacey?
I think I'd rather take Pitt over Spacey. Not gonna lie. Don't quote me on that though. I don't want to be known for preferring one over the other. I would rather go with the non-pedo. Even then, I don't know what all Brad Pitt's been accused of. But no, but I just like seeing somebody like Brad Pitt takes me out of it. I've talked about it before on the podcast, but like I can't see him in a more relatable role in a franchise like Predator or like Alien. Like you are supposed to be rooting for the human characters. You're supposed to relate to them and be afraid as them. You know that Brad Pitt's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing to fucking worry about if you see him in a role. I don't remember what his name, or the disappearing man or whatever from Deadpool 2. I forget what his name is.
I don't remember.
No, but like yeah, I can't remember. It's kind of funny. But that aside, you really don't have to worry about Brad Pitt in something like that. And like if I see somebody that I've never seen before in my life, in a project like this, you don't know what's going to happen to them. Right. You don't know if they're going to keep them around for additional projects or seasons or whatever. Like, I prefer having unknowns big time.
You know who I think will be really good in the Alien franchise?
Huh.
This is kind of like a side stuff for you guys. So if you're not familiar with independent film, especially like Midwest independent film, you might not know who this is. Look up some of her stuff on YouTube, like some of her acting credits. I think Holly would be really good in an Alien film.
Yeah, I could see it. Yeah, absolutely.
That's Holly Yenspah for you listeners that don't know.
Yeah, go check out the First Harvest.
Yeah.
And attached projects.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she'd be really good in the Alien franchise.
Yeah, I think she'd bomb. I think that she would do it really well. Absolutely, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, there's not a lot to say about the show. Like, it's a well-made show.
Yeah, well, with how long everything's drawn out too, it's kind of just like discussing specific things that happen.
Yeah,
that's the rest that we can really tell. Yeah, no, it was well made. I think that season 1 was super solid. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, we're definitely getting season 2.
Yeah, we have to. There's no way.
I feel like a lot of it was about growing up and taking responsibility. I feel that's part of it.
Facing the evils of humanity.
Yeah. Which it ends up being an awesome scene as we get towards the end. The Lost Boys kind of taking control of themselves. And Boy Cavalier's got them locked in a cell. And then Wendy kind of like snaps her. He's like, well, you're trapped in there. Wendy like snaps her fingers and the door unlocks.
And she's like, what story? It's such a like, oh shit moment. Of him be like,
And then it gets better because the light starts flickering and they're like, run.
Yeah.
Just becomes straight up Freddy Krueger moment. Run.
Yeah, dude. It is because okay. it's a terrifying notion in general.
Yeah.
The fact that like the minds of these like 10-year-olds, these 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds,
Are in superpowered robot bodies.
yeah, they're in super enabled bodies. Absolutely, it's terrifying because it's like one tantrum
And they've
and
been conditioned on top of it.
yeah, Nibs is the prime case for why it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. They've been conditioned that they're special and they can't die and
Mm.
they're the most important thing in the world. So they've been conditioned to believe all these things about themselves that with a 10-year-old mind or an 8-year-old mind is not a good thing to know
Yeah, yeah.
because it gives them essentially a god complex. And it can end very badly. Like you said, with a tantrum or something, like
Yeah.
this could go very wrong, and it starts to go wrong in the show. But
I
I feel like it's going to end okay in the long run
well, like, okay,
for some of them.
the hybrids. Do we want to go to predictions for season 2?
One last thing I'll mention before we get into predictions.
Okay.
Well, two things. This is created by Noah Hawley, I believe.
Yeah.
Who did the Fargo TV show. So if you like Fargo, check this out. The songs at the end of the credits. Every episode has like a hard rock metal song at the end of the credits.
Everything was a banger. Absolutely, that was a great choice.
We got. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. We got Metallica, Gene's Addiction, Smashing Pumpkins, Pearl Jam, Black Sabbath, Queens of the Stone Age. Almost made it. That was 6 out of 8.
Close.
Godsmack.
You got this. You got this. Uh-oh. The gears are starting to stop. Uh-oh. They're on fire.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one. But yeah, that was 7 out of 8. So
yeah, no.
if you like a lot of hard rock music, it's never really been done with the Alien franchise before, but it works. I feel like it fits the tone of the show well.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see what bands they bring in season 2. I'm a big music oriented person, so
Yeah, we
this
know.
and especially James Gunn.
Yeah.
James Gunn is like the goat of music for movies.
Him and Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to get off topic, but if anyone was to start a music podcast, like outside of an actual musician that like listen to like all the time, it would be James Gunn or Tony Hawk.
Yeah. I think you're right.
They'd have some really cool music podcasts. But yeah, season 2 predictions. I feel, well, obviously it ends off with the eye squid going into Arthur.
Mm-hmm.
The kids
are looking to take over Prodigy.
Take over Prodigy, and the last shot is Weyland Yutani ships landing on Prodigy Island.
Mm.
I think a big part of season 2 is going to be Weyland Yutani's siege of Prodigy, and I do think the xenomorph is going to, well, all the aliens, will kill most of them. And Yutani is going to see, like, through body cams or whatever, the xenomorph in action.
Mm.
And that's why they send the ship to LV-426. To get
more specimens.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a single specimen that's going to make it off the island.
No.
At least not xenomorph specimen.
Right.
Yeah, whether it's
the xenomorph is gone.
hybrid or what. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's why Weyland Yutani wants the one from LV-426.
Yeah, because otherwise they wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly, I agree with that. I don't think that any of the hybrids are making it out.
No.
I don't think Joe's going to make it out. I think that all of it's going to end up being covered up, and that's the reason why we don't hear about it in future things.
And it's either going to go 2 or 3 seasons. I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, because I could see the story being wrapped up with one more season.
Yeah.
Because,
It
like you
3.
said, I don't think that they're making it off the island.
Right.
I think that Yutani is going to come in, and at least most of them are going to die, taking care of everything. But
I could see it kind of ending in season 2, and then there be like maybe half, 3/4 through season 2, and then like doing like what Gotham and Smallville did, where they had like one episode at the end where it like bridges.
okay,
And I could see like one episode where like, if not if not even an episode, at least like a post-credit scene where Yutani's like, we need more specimens or something, which leads to the original movie, or the Nostromo heading off Earth, like it's made like it actually taking off.
I mean, it's already taken off, right? At this point,
Oh yeah,
because they'd all be in cryo.
yeah. Well, this is 2 years before, so I don't know if they'd be in cryo or not, or send word to the Nostromo or something like that.
Yeah, because it was going to take like 20 years to get back, wasn't it?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Something? I can't remember. I've only seen Alien one time.
Yeah. I'm not good at the timelines. The Alien timeline's confusing.
Better than the fucking Halloween timeline.
Amen to that. But yeah, I'd like to see where it connects with Prometheus and Covenant,
Same.
because that
I agree.
happened like 30 years before.
Yeah.
So that's probably where they initially became aware of the alien, is Numi Rapace's transmission. The initial transmission from Prometheus, the year of our Lord and I'm still searching, like all the crew's dead. I think the initial awareness of the alien came from that.
Okay. That's
because I believe they followed her trail from there to the planet Covenant is on, where Michael Fassbender killed everybody, essentially.
Yeah.
And I believe that's how they find out about the alien in general. Because Prometheus has to connect somehow in Covenant. Disney's gonna connect it somehow to like make it fit more. Because right now it's an alien project, but it's separated.
I'm not sure if I agree about them connecting it, just because of how much it's Holly that's been talking about it, right? Where he's been like, I hate what Ridley did with Prometheus and Covenant. It was him, right?
Who?
No Holly.
Well, I'm just saying the franchise in general is going to connect, not Covenant Earth.
No, I mean, like, I don't see them connecting. I just don't see them bridging that gap.
Okay. I know
because it sounds like Holly's going to be manning the future of Alien the same way as Trachtenberg hailing the future of Predator.
I don't know. I know Fede isn't doing Romulus 2. It's going to be the director of When Evil Lurks, apparently.
Okay.
Which I did not like that movie.
I still haven't watched it.
I don't like it personally at all.
Okay.
It offends me.
Okay. You'll have to tell me about it later.
But yeah, I think eventually it could connect. At least to make the timeline more like solidified.
Okay.
I don't think the AVP movies are ever canon again.
Dude,
I could even see Resurrection being like jettisoned somehow. I don't think they do 3. I think 3 will stay canon. Because that involves Ripley dying. And I don't see Sigourney coming back.
No, I don't see that happening either.
But I could see them jettisoning Resurrection somehow.
I think that they'll keep Resurrection in. Just
AVP
because of
movies
how
are
far along it is. No, AVP movies, I don't see them doing.
No, they're going to do a new one probably, eventually.
Yeah, but it'll be set in like 2200s or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be something new.
Yeah.
It won't be connected to the previous ones.
Yeah, it won't take place in fucking modern America.
Yeah, where everyone can see it, and then all of a sudden they don't know about aliens for 200 years.
Right.
Too many plot holes.
God. Still pissed off about how they killed the girlfriend in Requiem. That was bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
She just like walked down the fucking hallway and like, what the fuck?
I love this franchise. That is not a good movie.
No. The only good part about that movie is the brotherhood between the two brothers.
Yeah.
That's it.
All
Nothing
the
else
characters
about
are
it is good.
And it's just not good.
No.
Do you have any final thoughts?
I liked the show more than I expected to.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the Alien fan.
Yeah.
Or I'm not the biggest Alien fan. I
This
never
is
have been. I'm totally fine with the franchise.
this is essentially my Star Wars.
Yes, yeah, yeah. No, I've always been more of a Predator fan.
Well, I comes on the same franchise, but yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for Badlands to come out.
Yes.
But no, this season was definitely really solid. It was. The only thing holding me back from giving it more praise is that I wish there would have been more xenomorph action. But
yes.
like we already talked about,
If there would have been too much more, would cheapened it.
yeah, it would have cheapened it, and I like there. It allowed there to be more focus on the other biological, uh, or xenobiological creatures.
Yeah.
Um. So I like that the focus was over there, along with them putting more of the focus on the humanity aspect all throughout the characters,
Yeah.
whether it was the ones who actually had humanity, or the ones who lost theirs, or
Yeah.
the ones that never had it.
Yeah.
I think that it would have pulled a little too much away from that as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
do feel like the Peter Pan aspect was interesting too.
it was. I also think that it's really interesting that they started with the Disney version of Peter Pan, and it led through to the actual story of Peter Pan.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I was thinking early on. I was like, is this the direction that it's going?
That's what I was like. What?
Yeah, I was like, well, when they showed the Peter Pan stuff, I was like, oh, Neverland, I get it. These kids are going off to live forever and all this other stuff. But I was like, if he's alluding to himself as Peter Pan, I know how the actual story of Peter Pan goes. I was like, so I wonder if, and that's exactly where it was going.
Yeah. At first, I thought was like a Disney shameless self plug.
Right. That's kind of what I thought. Like upon like initially seeing it, I was like, I mean, yeah, cheap reference, I guess.
Because if you guys don't know somehow, Alien and Predator are Disney movies now.
It's fucking wild, dude. Dude, I was watching Futurama, and not to get off topic, but I was watching Futurama, and I was watching the season 6, quote unquote. I know it's technically season 6, but I don't like referring to it as season 6. It's 4 movies. But I was watching Bender's Big Score, and it starts off with them making jokes about Fox being a bunch of fucking idiots. And so now that Disney owns Fox, it's so much funnier.
I mean, there's Deadpool and Wolverine. F you, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah. Dude. No, no, I did think that it was like a shameless self plug, like initially too, and the more deeply I thought about it, I was like, I wonder if this is where they're going, and it didn't disappoint me in that aspect.
Yeah, it actually worked.
Also, I like how they flipped what Prodigy himself said, where he was like, "Yeah, I made my first synth when I was, what do you say, 10?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I made my first synth when I was 10. My synth replaced my father and all this other stuff."
And he's like, "No more dad." It's like, oh crap.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing to him. They just didn't kill him yet.
Yeah.
My final thing about it, before being like, "Oh, this is the end," my final thing about it is, I already brought it up. Do we think that the squid will make its way to Prodigy?
You mean Utani?
No, to Prodigy. To
Boy Cavalier.
The kid. Yeah, Boy Cavalier.
I think so.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what it's currently being set up to.
Yes.
Is he wants to, he talks this entire show, or this entire season, about how he wants to find somebody that will be his other half in conversation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely being teed up for the Eye to make its way to Boy Cavalier and to.
That's why he thinks he can like make himself a god because of it.
Yeah. I think it'll be really interesting.
The knowledge of the universe.
No, I like the show. I think the first season was really solid. I can't wait for season 2.
That's just Mad Scientist 101.
Yeah. No, I'm super interested in where they're gonna go. I think that was really good. Like I said, I was surprised by how much I liked it.
What would you give a star rating? I'm gonna give a 4.
I would say Yeah, 4.5 maybe.
Okay.
Just like I think that was done really well.
Yeah.
I think that the soundtrack was really solid. I
Yeah.
think it was shot really well. I think that there were. I think it was written really well, and I just definitely think that was executed really well. Literally, like the only con that I can really give it, outside of the fact that it did hit a little bit of slump halfway through, the only con that I can really give it is the way that the xenomorph moves during
Yeah.
its like CGI attacks when it is for sure not a person in a suit or nothing practical.
I feel like I will give it a higher rating when I rewatch it.
Yeah,
Because,
now that you don't have to pay attention to everything
well,
that's happening so much.
that and I didn't like The Mandalorian as much when it came out either.
Okay.
I think the biggest issue I had with it was the pacing. Not only for the slow spot, but because I'm so used to it as a movie, I've not seen the franchise as a TV show.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I had not seen Clone Wars or Rebels when Mandalorian came out. So I had to get used to Star Wars in TV format.
Okay, yeah.
So it didn't take to like the second or third watch of Mandalorian to really love it of season 1.
I
Like, I enjoyed it just like I enjoy this.
Mm.
But it's like, I still don't know how I feel about it in TV format.
I oh I kind of like this format for it.
Yeah.
As long as they're able to like deliver on what makes the franchise good.
Yeah.
Like that's all that I really care about.
Yeah.
But I mean that I'm a relatively easy to please fan as long as it's entertaining. So
Yeah. This was the end of Sci-Fi September.
mm-hmm.
There was a lot of health issues and stuff this month, so that's why we didn't do a lot.
Yeah, there were some plans that we had to miss out on. I was really bummed out about.
Yeah.
But next year's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I've had a lot
we're
of
gonna
health
deliver
issues
really
and-
solid.
There's been, not to get too, but there's been some deaths in the group. Not us.
Rest in peace, Garrett.
There's been some deaths in the family.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't get to do everything we wanted to, but to end Sci-Fi September, we'll give some news, not about Alien, but about another franchise we really love.
Mm.
As you guys know, last year Furiosa underperformed at the box office,
Unfortunately.
pretty much killing the Fury Road sequel, The Wasteland. It is now, I believe it's confirmed, just not officially confirmed. Like, it's heavily rumored, but I think it like is confirmed. It's just not announced that The Wasteland is being reworked as a TV show.
Ooh.
I believe for HBO Max.
Okay, that'd be cool. All right.
So the Mad Max franchise, Fury Road and Furiosa's part of the Mad Max franchise, is not dead.
That's a definite win if true.
Yeah. So we'll end it on a really positive note.
I can't wait. No, Furiosa kicked ass last year. Oh my gosh.
I
It deserved way more love than it got.
I rewatched it last night.
Yeah.
I'll tell this quick story before we end it. I keep trying to get my brother to come watch movies with me. He's not a big movie fan, but I think there's movies he really will enjoy. Obviously, he's autistic too.
Right.
He's into cars the way I am with superheroes. So he loves Fast and Furious. He plays the Need for Speed video games all the time. I was like, you're gonna like Mad Max, specifically Fury Road and Furiosa. And I made popcorn, and he came over to get some. I was like, you're gonna want to watch these with me. He's like, no, maybe some other time. I'm not in the mood. Like, maybe, I don't know. He always puts it off. I've been trying to get him to watch Fury Road for like a year now. And he comes over, he gets popcorn. It was during like the 10-minute war rig attack scene.
Oh yeah.
And he just comes in, he's like, and then he puts the popcorn in the bowl and he walks over. He's like, down on the couch. And then
That's awesome.
And then he's like, I was explaining some of the plot to him. He's like, she gets her revenge. He's like, I need to go to bed. And he's like, but I want to see her get her revenge. When does she get her revenge? I said, there's an hour left of the movie. And then he finally, after about 20 minutes, he's like, too tired, and walks out.
Honestly, vibes.
He's like, soon.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But like Furiosa, Mad Max, like same thing. But like movies like bank robbery movies and stuff with him liking Fast and Furious, I feel like that's something he'd enjoy.
Right,
Like
absolutely.
Heat. I feel like he'd really like Heat.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I feel like that's stuff you would enjoy. Like I know enough about movies, like even if you're not into movies, knowing your interest, I could find movies you'd enjoy.
Have you shown him Speed Racer?
I've not seen Speed Racer.
Oh, dude, come on.
We've talked about this before.
Have we?
Yes.
Still lets me down every time. Then. Speed Racer's so fucking good.
I feel like he'd like Zombieland with being a road trip movie. And he likes the Three Stooges, so I feel like he'd like the comedy in Zombieland.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that'd be a good pick for him.
Yeah. Anything actual horror, I wouldn't show him. But like, I'm gonna show him Death Proof,
Okay, yeah.
the Quentin Tarantino car movie. I feel like he'd really like that.
Yeah, show him Death Race with Jason Statham.
Yeah, I've got all 4 of them.
Oh.
Yeah. We thank you guys for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed what little sci-fi September you got.
Yeah.
We'll still have Superhero November, so.
No, that's true. That's true.
And we'll have Spooktober a little bit.
You're big. You're spooky.
Rookie, Roboy.
like Zoink Scoob.
We thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We just crossed 500 followers on Instagram this morning, so shout out to all the Instagram followers. You can find us on Facebook, Threads, Twitter.
A little bit on TikTok.
A little bit on TikTok. I was trying. Did I say Instagram?
Think.
Okay. If not, Oh yeah, we talked about Instagram.
Listen, we don't have the brass bulbs in this house.
No. No, that's right there, I think.
Yeah, pretty upsetting when you can see them.
The brightest bulbs are the ones illuminating us.
Yeah. If only they illuminate our insides.
The glow is real, just not the mental glow. The glow is real, but the inside is dim. We thank you for watching this. You can follow us on YouTube. You can subscribe to our YouTube and our Spotify. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a good week.
See you next week.